Hello. If I seem a little bit manic, it is because I am. I have so many ideas in my head, and yeah, I can't decide which one to do today. So I'm gonna do all of them, or at least I'm gonna try to, because I'm not a reasonable person. I think I'm superhuman, which I am not. So what we're gonna do with this video is we're going to swatch two samples that I got from the fountain pen meetup. We're going to swatch my two new ink bottles that I got for my birthday. But we're going to do it in, I'm going to try and make this more interesting because I think my last three videos that I released were all swatching. But I'm trying to clean my room. I've got spring fever. I ended up buying the Mahjong glass dip pen in the hopes, so it's got a ball at one end, kind of like the one that I've been using, but bigger. Can you see that? Bigger. Ignore my dry hands. But it also has, if I could get this off without breaking it, come on, a dip nib. And so I'll try this dip nib, and then I'll try my usual dip nib. I love this one because it has a cover or a lid. So we'll just try all these things while swatching, because I can't help myself. I want to know. So I've got, my swatching tools are this. I have a plastic medicine spoon to try and be like Julia here, but I also have a glass spoon with a thingamabobby, a swizzle stick kind of stir stick end on that one. So we're just gonna try all of them because I only have 4 inks to swatch. So we'll just see what we end up with. There's no plan. I am going to get the cards out that I need for this so that I don't get further behind, and I'll be back. I think I'm ready. So we're going to use my my last year's book, because I still have a bunch of paper in this, to try out the tools. So this is 2024 Sands and Paper Before It All Went to Hell in a hand basket. Okay. And then we'll swatch the actual colors for real in my 2025. Which I've just put aside, and I will probably lose. Because when I'm like this, that is when I lose everything, and it all descends into chaos. I've just been really tired all week, and it's gone. The really tired is gone. So we're going to use Amaranth, which I meant to put one of these things on, and didn't, because of course. All right, so I think I need a pipette to do spoons. Where'd the little spoon go? Where's the plastic one? Okay, here it is. All right, so we are going to the swatches that I've seen her do that I really like are the, will that sit there, please? So we'll do the plastic spoon first. Are the ones where she goes across the paper like this. Yeah. So I'm trying to decide. I have misplaced it, of course, but I have like a personal size rings that I had chopped up one of these and put the papers in, and then I was thinking that was going to kind of be my bottles on tomato paper, because I still have a bunch of those notebooks in A6, A5. I've got the skinny ones. I lost my mind when that machine went down. So yeah, kind of want to do them like this. So let's do my usual little nib. You know what? That's right. With my usual dip pen. Okay, this is, and I'm sticking my hand in here, as you probably guessed I was about to do. Amaranth. Because usually when I get glass dip pens, they're a bit thick. Did I bring water? No. One sec. Luckily, I have everything I need in here. I've learned my lesson. All right, so we've written with my usual glass dip nib. Now we'll write with this one. I'm just worried because it's so white that it's gonna stain. But so trying to stick that in a diamond bottle sucks because of that little nubbin. Diamond amaranth. The writing looks maybe a little bit finer. But absolutely doable. Because what I could do is keep this one in my, meetup to go bag and keep this one at home. What does it say on here? Have fun with the glass dip pen. Oh, okay. I'll do that. Thanks. All right, so stick those right there. Now we're going to try the other glass thingamabobby. You would think that I would have tried this with this side of my thing before buying these things. I found the plastic one in my medicine cabinet, so I did not buy that one. I was going through all of my medicines and getting rid of anything that had expired. All right, so now we will try get a little bit more ink in my little pipette. And we will try, where's OG? OG swizzle stick. Yeah, the spoons I think look better for this kind of swatch, but I mean this looks fine. I probably would have been very happy with that. I think the spoons spread it out more. All right, let's try the end on this one. Which is the spoon one. That doesn't work any different from the other round knob thing that I've got. Round knob swizzle stick. And then we'll try the bigger one. I just thought I'd do this to see, like, what you need to make swatches that look like that. Because I want to be Julia when I grow up. That's who I'm copying this week. Usually I'm copying Simone or Karina. I don't know. I see something, it looks pretty, and I just want to do it too. I bet people can relate. All right, so I'm not sure what's going on with this ink down here. It's taking it away. Perhaps I should have cleaned this with toothpaste first to see what it does. But yeah. I'm going to have to go back in this video and remember which one I used where, because I don't remember already. Okay, so we will move this out of the way and let this dry. And then we will do a new ink day. All right, so the 2 samples that I got from the Fountain meetup, because I'm trying to limit myself to 2 samples, I'm just going to end up with 100 samples anyways. I don't know why I'm putting these silly... I like samples. It's okay if I have a gazillion of them. All right, so we've got Murasaki and those 2 cards. And I'm just going to use, because I've already done samples on this page, I'm just going to use the same tool I used to use. So first we've got Tatsuya Murasaki, not Ume Murasaki, just plain old Murasaki. And this, who was that from? Oh, I think it was from Michaela from the channel Penfield. I will say yes or no on the screen above me. My brain this week, man. All right. That's a really pretty, insanely saturated purple. But I'm in a purple mood, so that is okay by me. So this is Tatsuya Murasaki. And I've got that all over my hands now. All right, and then the next one up, samples from Fountain is Mont Blanc Around the World in 80 Days, and this one's from Rupert. I think Key had swatched it, and I was like, ooh, what's that? So I think in April, I'm going to just ink up inks I've never put in a pen, in pens I haven't used in a while. This is my plan. Because I just keep using the same pens over and over. And you guys must be bored with my currently inks. And I'm getting bored with my own self. So, in typical fashion, I must make a challenge of it. Okay. I have only tried a few. I've tried, I think, the Petite Prince. Let's see. I think that's a Mont Blanc ink. I'll have to remember. I'll put it on the screen if I can remember. Actually, I can find it in the thing. Let me just write Around the World in 80 Days. Around the World in 80 days. And this is like it's like a gray brown to my eyeballs, which I was intrigued by. Yeah, let me look what other Mont Blancs I've done. I know I did Toffee Brown came when I bought my Esterbrook Tortoise secondhand. It came with that in it, and I just kept going till I wrote it dry because I really liked it. Not enough to buy a bottle, but okay, so I've tried Irish Green, Petite Prince, Red Fox. Yeah, and I've not put Petite Prince in a pen. I've not put Irish Green in a pen. See the problem here? So, and then I did Toffee Brown. So I have written, the only Mont Blanc I've written with that I can recall is Toffee Brown. Or did I do Mont Blanc when I did my one and only 30 Inks 30 Days? I don't know. I'm going to put these aside and let these dry. And then I will, actually, I'll pause and then I'll dry it off with my drying thing so I can turn the page. I just knocked so much stuff over trying to put my stupid drying thing back. I'll show these afterward because I'll pull some things. Let's see. So let's go to... Oh, I haven't made the new ink day thing yet. I don't think I bought any new inks, so I'm gonna have to make a new, just randomly pick a page, and that will be a new ink day page. Do I have a sticker? I think so. Pause. I need to put some labels on these sticker books to say what's in them because they're just on my shelf and I keep grabbing the wrong ones. Not in there. Oh, did you guys hear that Pocket Journal Pam is back? She's selling her printables through a website. I'll link it. Not in here. She was one of my favorites for printables. And then she went away for a while. And she is back in the saddle again. Oh my god, I keep getting songs stuck in my head. This is what happens when I'm like crazy. So did I do a new ink day? We've got Swatching with Friends, new pen day, new ink day. I should have known. All right, new ink day. So this one we will do the glass spoon, and I'm using my stump that Cyan made me. She's moving, but she'll probably be back in action in the next couple of months, and I'll let you guys know in case you need a diamine stump to keep from knocking over your diamine inks like I do. All right. So this is going to be the way I swatch for new ink day. So if I get an ink bottle. So I've decided, because I've been keeping inks that I never, ever, ever use and never, ever intend to use in case I want to mix with them. But I think I've made the decision to only keep, this is OG Tomorrow River, by the way, to only keep diamine bottles for that purpose. My mixing, I'm just going to limit it to diamine because I have so many samples and so many bottles, and I don't need to keep, say, all the Aurora and Klinger, Helianthus, Cassis, inks that I don't use very often. I don't need to keep all those. So we'll write with this pen. But this pin's hard to stick in there. We won't write with this pen. We'll write with the old one. So, diamine, amaranth, 30 ml. So what I'm doing is I'm going to take the bottles that I don't want anymore, and since I didn't do this prior to the pen show, I'm just going to make, I bought 100 sample vials. I'm just going to make samples and then, send them out, bring them places. I'm just going to get rid of the ink that way. And, okay, so now we can move this out of the way and do La Chacha Ume Miyazaki. And I can get my new nib in there. All right, so we will do the spoon. Oh, do I have another? Ta-da. I don't really like the plastic pipettes because I have sprayed ink everywhere with them. And it's just, yeah, it's frightening. Like I kind of lose control, or I squish it too hard inside the jar, the bottle of ink, and that, oh, look at this, you guys. Look at this freaking ink. It's so pretty. All right, I'm liking this spoon thing. I'm probably not doing as good of a job, but I like it. It will suit my purposes. Yeah, I don't know about this ball. All right, this is Tatcha Ume Murasaki and 40 mil. It's kind of not wanting to come off a little bit, but it does when you wipe it. And I need to do it on here. Why did I close the other one? Can I just... No. It's not going to work. It's not going to work, Shauna. This cat hasn't been cooperating with me lately. I don't know if it's even going to show up. It's the Cheshire Cat one. So now I have to open up Amaranth again. Will that even go in there? Let's see. It will. I think I need to, because you see how it's like beating up? I need to do the toothpaste thing. I'll just do it to both ends. All right. But yeah, both ends of this worked without the toothpaste, I think. It's just the Mahjong that didn't. Why did I take this out of the stump? The whole purpose of the stump is to keep me from knocking it over, because I have knocked over diamond bottles. All right, I'm going to let these guys dry naturally and start setting up for the next video I'm doing, because I can't stop. So yeah, that is my plan. And I'll see you guys in a bit. All right, I am back. All right, so here is Tatcha Murasaki and Mont Blanc Around the World in 80 Days. I can't really tell what this color is. When I saw it swatched out in Key's book, it looked really kind of like a brownish gray. And so, because I can't tell what this color is, it kind of looks like this other color I can't tell what it is. Shanghai Stationery, the Bund, which I vaguely recall being like this when I was at the Dutch Pen Show, which was why I bought it. And this Diamine Pen Gallery, yeah, color, which I feel like had a different color underneath, but when it swatched on this, looks like that. And Tatcha Murasaki is a cool toned purple. It's cool toned, like Sailor Fuji Jogato is kind of a lighter version. KWZ Gummy Berry is warmer, and Ackerman Violet's even warmer than that. I don't have anything that is like that. I don't have anything like Amaranth, which we established when I was swatching the sample, but I can now retire the sample, give the sample away now that I have the bottle. And Ume Murasaki, I don't have anything like it. That's why I bought the bottle. So, and that was kind of why I bought this bottle, because I don't have anything like it. And it goes with my pen. Where are those new Ink Day swatches? So I can hold those up. So there looks to be a lot of sheen in both Amaranth and Ume Murasaki when you do it in this kind of like heavily puddling ink samples, but I don't know if you could see in the writing. I've never seen it in the writing for either one of those inks. I just like the color that those inks write. All right, so that is me testing my new ink swatching tools. And testing a new way of swatching my new ink bottles. And yeah, and swatching some inks from the meetup. Thank you. Bye.